Cornell Cooperative Extension of Orange County presents 4-H Incubation and Embryology Online. Welcome to Lesson 9, our final lesson of the series. In this lesson, we're going to talk about ducks and chicks, our overview of the program, packages for teachers for spring of 2021, and the preview for our next class series. So let's get started. So when we talk about our overview, it's really important to talk about what does it mean, incubation and embryology. So again, the definition of incubation is maintaining a controlled environment conditions for the purpose of favorable growth and development. Embryology is a branch of biology and medicine that studies embryos and how they develop. So in this series, we did incubation and embryology of ducks and chicks. So when we talk about incubation and embryology, remember we started with our eggs. Only fertile eggs will hatch. Fertile eggs come from special farms called breeder farms where roosters and hens live together. The eggs that you buy at the grocery store are grown at hen-only farms, and they are not fertile, so they will not hatch when incubated. Thinking about our incubators that we used. So when we're thinking about our incubators, what does our incubator do? It maintains a safe environment for hatching fertile eggs. It replaces the hen, must be checked daily. Ours rotates our eggs at a 3-degree angle every 45 minutes. We only have to add water every 2 days. It helps with ventilation, so clean air must flow in of the incubator. And it maintains our humidity. We must make sure that our eggs are moist so that they can properly develop. Handling eggs. So candling is the process of looking inside of an egg without cracking it. We do this to see if the chick is developing. We use a bright light, and that's called a candle. In our series, we candled 7 chicken eggs. 5 of them wound up being viable. And we candled 3 duck eggs. Only 1 of them wound up being viable. Unfortunately, due to our process and because it was so early and things happen, that's why we went over our bad eggs, good eggs, things to look for. We didn't have any of our ducks hatch this time. So let's go over the process for the first steps of hatching. This is a picture of a pipping duck. The first thing that happens is pipping. Pipping is when the chick uses, or duckling, uses its egg tooth located on the front of its beak to first puncture the interior shell membrane and then the exterior shell membrane. Then comes zipping. When the holes get a little bigger, they start to zip, which is like unzipping a zipper. It's a nice straight line along the egg. So first step is pipping, second step is zipping. And this is what our freshly hatched ducklings look like. We remember that when our ducklings hatch, and our chicks hatch, they are very wet. So it takes 4 to 24 hours for them to completely dry and then be moved into our brooder box. When we talk about our brooder box, we need to remember that it has to be clean. We change out their water and bedding and feed daily. So let's go over our chick facts. A female chicken is called a hen. A male chicken is called a rooster. A baby chicken are called chicks. A young female chicken, before they lay eggs, are called pullets. Did you know that hens can only lay 1 egg per day? And our process for incubating our chicks took a total of 21 days. So let's check in with our ducks. A female duck is called a hen. A male duck is called a drake. Baby ducks are called ducklings. Ducks are the most aquatic bird living in both freshwater and seawater, and they are found on every single continent except Antarctica. Duck hens lay 1 egg per day, and the process for incubating our ducks took a total of 28 days. So let's see what we have up next. Our checklist was so important, and so are our rules. We know that our rules for incubation embryology is that we do nothing and the incubator does everything. However, if we have to intervene or candle, it's so important that we must wash our hands. Through our videos, Riley and Frank made sure they washed their hands every time before they interacted with the eggs. And before we got started for every lesson, we went over our checklist to make sure. We washed our hands. We always checked on our incubator to make sure it was working. We added our water and we made sure our incubator set at the temperature 99.5 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So what does this mean for teachers? In spring of 2021, we're going to have 2 packages available for teachers. There's a package called Incubation with Your Teachers. It's $20 per classroom. It comes with a free training, your candler, brooder box, incubator, hatching countdown booklet for helpful hints, as well as a feeder and waterer and food. Everything that you as a teacher will need to incubate in your own classroom. The next package available in spring of 2021 is Building a Flock Together. This is $100 per class. However, it includes a free teacher training, your candler, your eggs, pick up and drop off of all materials, your brooder box, top of the line self-containing incubators like we used in our project, feeder, waterer, as well as food, your hatching countdown spiral in color book, helpful hints. It also includes 3 45-minute classroom lessons from me, a binder full of curriculum, and 24 hours assistance. We were so excited to do this project with you that we just couldn't contain ourselves. So we're launching a new 4-H geese, turkeys, and chickens. Oh my. Our first class is going to air on May 14th. We're going to be learning all about geese, what it takes to be an organic farm, as well as the chickens that we are going to incubate are black Australians. So we're really excited for that, as well as we're going to be incubating turkeys. The turkeys that we're going to incubate this year are red bourbon turkeys. They're a heritage variety, but you'll learn more about that in our class. Thanks for joining me, Maggie Smith, Orange County 4-H Animal Science Program Manager. Thanks for tagging along, Riley and Frank, and helping our friends learn. We look forward to seeing you on May 14th for our new class. Check out our website, our YouTube channel, and Facebook. Catch you guys later.